Kuzangpola, Bhutan e-learning project welcomes you to this lesson for media studies in Key Stage 5, that is class 11 and 12. I am Desang Durji, and today's lesson is going to be about use of multimedia tools in education. By the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain what is multimedia and discuss the importance of multimedia tools and their applications. So let us now get into the lesson. Multimedia. This word is a combination of two words, multimedia. Multi meaning many, media is the channel of communication. Multimedia is a combination of text, graphics, animation, audio, and video, which are everything we see and hear in our daily life. Now, when we have multimedia, we need tools that can use multimedia. So, multimedia tools are tools that use multimedia. In the past, everything was segregated. Text was only found in books, image was only found in the camera pictures, audio only in cassettes, video in the VCRs. Now, all this are integrated in one and can be used in one tool. For example, games, websites, and social media apps use multimedia. For example, our Facebook account, which is a social network platform. We have our profile picture, we have status that we post, text, we have videos of our trip to somewhere, video, and while chatting on Messenger, we use lots of emoticons and we also use other GIF files. So all these are integrated in social networking apps. Now, with the help of multimedia, we are able to bring something that is very interactive. It is not static in nature but very dynamic. It grabs our visual, audio, and other sensory stimulus as well. So that's why multimedia tools are used in education. Now, education is evolving to create electronical multimedia materials, which is becoming an excellent alternative for the traditional form of teaching. Internet and World Wide Web have extensively widened our scope of learning in a global perspective and connect our learners to educational resources and other information worldwide, which were not accessible to them in the age of traditional media. Now, because everything can be found on multimedia tools, our information and whatever we learn, our scope to learn has been broadened through the help of multimedia tools. Therefore, now the present day definition of literacy or literate is beyond just being able to read and write. It also includes the ability to learn, comprehend, and interact with technology in a meaningful way. With computers as tutors, each student can learn at his or her own pace alongside the school. Now, this is a huge advantage for everyone. In this school, in a classroom, because there are a lot of students, a teacher might teach at one pace. But sitting back at your home in front of your computer or a phone, you can customize and personalize your learning pace, your learning interest, and your learning outcome. That's why we will see on the advantages that multimedia tools offer. Since it uses a lot of integration, it is more dynamic in nature. Other words, it is not boring, unlike the textbook. The textbook is very static in nature, therefore, students might get bored. And as we know, different learners have different learning styles. With help of multimedia, we are able to cater to larger styles of learning. Multimedia also helps students to interact with information quickly and accurately. For example, if there was a mistake in your textbook, you would have to wait for the next edition for that mistake to be corrected. Whereas, if you were learning online every day, it is being checked and corrected. So, it is faster and more accurate. Since we are talking a lot about multimedia and education, I think it is very important we know about resources that are free for us to learn. So, such open free resources are in general termed as OER, meaning Open Educational Resources. So, by definition, OER means technology enabled open provision of educational resources for consultation, use, and adaptation by a community of users for non commercial purposes. Now, since I have said the definition, I'm sure you're able to think of a lot of examples on your own. If I were to give you a few, uh, Kuriki, Khan Academy, Udemy, Coursera are few examples of open educational resources. Since they are open, you don't have to pay, and the copyright issue is also not there. Now, in OERs, we have something that's very interesting for students especially. These are the digital educational games. And who doesn't like games? Games are interesting way to learn new concept on a personal level, enhance your learning, and also help you keep the learning for a longer duration. It helps you in your memory. So examples of digital educational games are Scrabble, Word Search, Mystery File, Summertime Spot the Shape. Since game and education go so hand in hand, there is a new word that's been termed gamification, meaning combination of game and education. So, what does gamification do? The global gamification is trying to answer and help students question their role as global citizens to tackle issues of global importance. So such terms are also being coined. Now you must be wondering, why is OER so important? As a student, there are lots of advantages for using OER. And some of the advantages are it can provide supplementary reading material for your course. For example, you couldn't understand a concept in the class, so you can go online and explore further to understand in a very interactive manner. Number two, you can determine which classes or courses you want to enroll in. For the mainstream school programs, we take subjects that may or may not be of interest to you. Whereas when you take OERs, you can only enroll in courses that you are interested in. Other courses is okay even if you don't enroll. Number three, OERs help you be better prepared for your classes. For example, if you know what the next topic is going to be about, you can go online and learn about it, get your basics done, and when you get to your class, whatever you learn in the class would be enhanced and you become a better and a faster learner. Not only does OER help students, but it also helps teachers or faculties. It helps teachers in number one, Teachers can use open license materials to build their own resources. Number two, teachers could also license their own OER so that others can use it. And number three, teachers could promote their work through global audience. Since multimedia uses so many different platforms, it helps learner to learn at their own pace to achieve the outcome that they desire. So in ways they are very assistive. Now, technologies are also assisting learners to learn. Such technologies are called assistive technology. For example, if you are a person with visual impairment, you might use JAW, which helps you to read out what is there on the computer screen. So here, technology and multimedia tools have enabled learners of all abilities to learn at their own pace to achieve their desired outcome. I hope the lesson was clear to you, and in this lesson we have learned about multimedia, the use of multimedia tools, the benefits of open educational resources, and about the assistive technologies. I hope the lesson has been clear to you, but before we end, a few questions. Have you ever played games? Have you ever played games online? Have you ever played educational games? I have an educational game for you to explore and write how it has benefited you. I want you to explore the Barista Sim. That's all for today. I hope the lesson was clear to you, you had fun learning, and I hope all of you will join me in my next lesson. Until then, stay home, keep safe, and keep washing your hands on time. Thank you.